Hey guys, it's Honest and True Cuber here. Today I'm going to teach you to look PLL. To look PLL is an important step towards getting faster at Rubik's Cube. To look PLL is basically learning to complete the permutation of the last layer in two, quote, looks. To put it another way, to look PLL allows you to solve the so-called annoying cases for the last two steps of solving the Rubik's Cube without applying the same algorithm 2 or 3 times. Before we can start learning, I need to introduce you to two more elements of cube notation. The first is parentheses, like the following. You'll remember that algorithm from the 5th step of my tutorial on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. The parentheses don't change the way the algorithm is performed. All they do is group the different parts of the algorithm into smaller pieces, helping you memorize them. The second new element is a term M, which is the meridian slice, or the layer I am moving now. That is all the new notation you will need to learn to watch this video. If at any point you lost track of what I'm talking about, either go back and watch that part of the video, or watch the corresponding parts of my tutorial again to refresh your memory of the terms I use. I will leave a link to that video in the description. Now we can start learning the new algorithms. The first algorithm I will teach you is for the annoying case in the permutation of the last layer corners. That is when, after you have finished making the top all yellow, or finished OLL, you cannot find headlights in the third layer. How you're probably dealing with it now is applying the algorithm you know for this step once on any side, then finding headlights and applying the algorithm again, like I am doing now. However, the new way I'm going to teach you is with the following algorithm. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. Use this algorithm only when you have that annoying case, when you cannot find headlights after step 5. Right now, I just finished my OLL and I have the annoying case. I apply the algorithm, and with that one algorithm, I have all the corners in the correct positions as shown. Now we move on to the last step of solving a Rubik's Cube, the permutation of the last layer edges. This step requires you to learn 4 algorithms because there are 4 different cases. And if you want to be always able to solve this step in one algorithm, you have to learn how to deal with all 4 of those cases with 4 separate algorithms. So here goes. The first algorithm you need to learn is this one. M2U, M2, U2, M2U, M2. I will be referring to this algorithm as the H-permutation, or H-Perm for short. The second is M2U, M2U, M, U2, M2, U2, M, U2. I will be referring to this algorithm as the Z-permutation, or Z-Perm for short. The third and fourth you may already know, but I am including them here as well, just in case you don't. The third is RU prime, RU, RU, RU prime, R prime, U prime, R2. I will be referring to this algorithm as the Ua-Permutation, or Ua-Perm for short. And lastly, the fourth one is this. R2U, RU, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. I will be referring to this algorithm as the Ub-Permutation, or Ub-Perm for short. Now I will tell you when and from which side to apply each of these algorithms. So first, when you're done with step 6, look to see if there's a completely solved side or not. If there is, you have either UA or UB. To determine which one you have, put the solved side in the back. Look if the edges want to cycle clockwise or counterclockwise. For example, the case I have now has edges that want to go counterclockwise, because the edge on the red side, which is green, needs to go to the green side, and the edge in that spot needs to go to the orange side, and the edge on the orange side needs to go back to the red side. So if I draw where all the edges need to go on the cube, I end up with this counterclockwise cycle. If you have a counterclockwise cycle, perform the UA algorithm and the cube will be solved. If you have a clockwise cycle, perform the UB algorithm and the cube will be solved. Now, if you don't have a completely solved side at all, you have either H-Perm or Z-Perm. Here I have H-Perm on the left and Z-Perm on the right. They look quite similar, don't they? To tell the difference, use the same "this edge wants to go there" approach as before. On the H-Perm, all the edges want to go to the face that's opposite the cube. When you have realized you have H-Perm, perform the algorithm for it, as I am doing now. And your cube should be solved. For Z-Perm, the edges always want to go to an adjacent face. However, you can't perform the algorithm from whichever side you want. You have to perform it so that the edges that need to be swapped are on a line that runs from the bottom left to the top right of the cube. I know that sounds confusing, but the graphics on the screen right now should help. As you can see, the red and green edges need to be switched, and the orange and blue edges also need to be switched. So you put them on a line that runs from the bottom left to the top right of the cube, but like this, and perform the Z-Perm algorithm, and the cube should be solved. All of those algorithms will be in the description. Remember, if you're unfamiliar with the terms I used in this video, rewatch it. I explain all the terms in the beginning of the video. So hopefully you guys have learned to look PLL from this video. If you did learn it from this video or have any positive thoughts about this video, please click like. If you want to be one of the first to view new awesome videos like this, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.